Bismillāhir Raḥmānir. Alhamdulillāhi wahdah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala man la nabiyya ba'd. Amma ba'd. Yesterday we talked about the theme of pondering or reflecting over the Qur'an. And today we're going to talk about the theme of the Qur'an being a book of guidance. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders us in the Qur'an to ponder and to reflect over the Qur'an, because the Qur'an is where we will find the right guidance in all of our endeavors. And so no matter what type of guidance we are seeking, whether it's guidance in business, guidance in worship, guidance in theology, guidance in suluk and manners, whatever type of guidance that we are seeking, then we will find the right guidance in the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says in the Qur'an, Alif Lām Mīm, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Allah Ta'ala, He says, Alif Lām Mīm, this is the book, in it there is no doubt, it's a guidance for the people of taqwa. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, He says, Inna hadha al-Qur'an yahdi lillati hiya aqwam. Indeed, this Qur'an guides to that which is most upright. And so, many of us, or many people, I should say, are searching for the best way to do something. So they go down to the local bookstore, the Barnes and Noble. They even go searching in the, what they call self-help sections, the Tony Robbins books on how to do things, Alan Weiss on how to be $1 million consultant, and all these different books that they think are going to bring about some type of benefit, which I'm not saying there's no benefit. However, that which is most beneficial is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed in the Qur'an. You see, I've read the Qur'an. I have yet to see something in the Qur'an that's going to teach me about how to become number one in the IT profession. So that's because you haven't sat and pondered over what Allah ta'ala has revealed. Which is why what we talked about yesterday, the importance of pondering and reflecting what Allah Azza wa Jal has in His book. Because if you ponder and you reflect, you will find that every single verse or every single issue that you have in your life, inside your home, outside your home, you'll find that the guidance for that issue is found in the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And someone had came and asked Imam al-Bukhari rahimahullah about this issue. He said, you can find everything? Imam al-Bukhari rahimahullah said, yes, you can find everything. There's not a single issue that you can bring and put forward here at the minbar, except that there's an answer for it in what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed in His book. There are those who know, and there are those who don't know, but the fact that we don't know or we're unaware does not negate that the answer and the guidance is found in what Allah Ta'ala has revealed. And so my call to myself, my call to all of us is let us ponder and reflect so that we can seek Allah's guidance in His book. We do not need to go outside of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed to find the right answers for the problems that we have in our lives, for the guidance that we're seeking. We have absolutely no need, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the solutions for what will make us successful in this life and successful in the next life well over 1,400 years ago. And I wanted to make a point. It was one of our elders of the community had asked me to make a point in reference to the Qur'an, because this is very important, and that is in reference to the Arabic language. when we're pondering and seeking the guidance, it's very important that we take into consideration the Arabic language as we are extracting these benefits and this guidance. The Arabic language as it relates to how the Arabs used to use these terminologies, how the Arabs used to place the sentence structures, how the Arabs used to use their grammar. And all of these things are very, very important because they play an important part in how the language or how the benefits are to be extracted. The point that he made, he said to me that we all complain that learning Arabic is so hard and it's almost like it's an impossibility. But there are many of you sitting here right now. These are not my words, right? So I don't want you to take what I'm saying. This is why our elder community member asked me to mention this. He said that many of us sitting right here today, we came to America 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and we didn't know how to speak English. All we had was our mother tongue, whether it was Urdu or whether it was Arabic, whatever our language was, we didn't know how to speak English. And today we're sitting here and we can have a very proper conversation in the English language. So we can go from our mother tongue to English, which is this is a further language. For example, from Urdu to English is a further language than going from Urdu to Arabic. And so we just need to put a little bit of effort, put a little bit of time, learn one vocabulary word today, one vocabulary word tomorrow, and then by this time next year you'll find that you have 365 new vocabulary words that you've learned in the Arabic language. And so as we are extracting, as we are pondering, I want us to try to get to know at least one vocabulary word per day, every other day. Read the translation, extract what you can extract, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put us all on the straight path. Ask Allah Azza wa Jalla to help us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us. Ask Allah ta'ala to accept from us our good deeds and our righteous actions. May He overlook our faults and pardon us all of our mistakes.